What up? I got the question of the day for you. What is something that was hard to do, but you knew you had to do it? Okay, so life isn't always easy, right? I mean, if everything was easy, we wouldn't have any issues. It would be no problems. But there's sometimes it's hard to do something. And so think about that time that it was really hard to do, but you're like, no, I have to do this, right? Comment below and come be part of this judgment-free conversation. I created this channel and these questions as a form of support. Let's unite, not untie. And it's a place to not feel alone and to share ideas. And, I want to hear from you. Your voice is valid, and I want to hear what you have to say. So, I'm not exempt from this. As always, I always answer these questions. In fact, many times I ask these questions because of what's going on in my life. And yesterday was kind of a bizarre day of kind of heightened emotions and some crappiness and some awesomeness. And it was just I don't know, it was just a crazy day. But one thing that was really hard to do was, I have a cat, Chad and I have a cat, and which you've seen in these videos a couple times. Sometimes he'll be in the background and he'll just walk through, or maybe he'll meow in the background. And he's been getting sick. He's almost 16 and he was 15, 16 pounds. And over the last, I don't know, few months, he's been losing a lot of weight. He's been losing half his body weight. And, he stopped eating, and I don't know, we knew that it was coming, but we didn't know when the time was going to come. And we took him to the vet yesterday. And, just to kind of do a check-in of what's his quality of life? Is he in pain? What's happening? And they suggested he's almost 16 and, it's time to put him down, and then it was up to us and when we want to do it. But they said, we recommend probably doing it sooner than later because he's just not happy. And so, Chad and I talked about it, and we just realized it was probably the best to just do it while we're there, because we couldn't imagine coming home and then saying oh, in a couple days, let's come back. I mean, it was so sad. And I've also never had a pet before. I've never ever had any connection to an animal until I met Boo, right? And Boo was kind of the package deal when I met Chad just over 10 years ago. So it was a new emotion for me. It was so crazy. I've never experienced that kind of emotion before, but so that was really hard to do. And then right after that, I went to an info session about the Women's March on Washington, and it was amazing and exhilarating, and emotions were heightened, and I don't know, it was just such a weird day of my emotions were down here, and then they went up because there was so much strength. But I think that was exactly what I needed yesterday, was after having to put my cat down. So as of recently, that is the hardest thing I've had to do. Trust me, there's other many difficult things I've had to do, but did them anyway, but that is the most recent. So that's a little bit about me. Now I want to hear from you. Comment below and come be part of this judgment-free conversation. And hey, while you're here, subscribe, come hang out with us. This is kind of a cool place to be. And invite a friend, because the more people that are part of this conversation, the sooner we can change the world. Thanks.